How are you all? Nice to see you again. This is the Coins Alert, your place to get your crypto fix. I'm your boss. I hope that everyone is having a great day. Monday, November 18th. Don't think about the month. Next week will mark the end of the year. I have the whole week off. That makes me really happy. There are 4 more days of work. We have a week off, which is much needed rest and healing. A lot of you know that I had a weekend. Yes, I had a weekend. I hope everyone had a great weekend. This past weekend, I went to a wedding. I didn't get home until really late after Friday. Practice. On Saturday, they had to be at the wedding around 10 a.m. It had been a long day. Yesterday was all about getting better. One more day and I'll be back. YouTube is starting to use Twitter. It's the most bullish time of the year and the most bullish time of the Bitcoin market. I'm not leaving. We're back to work. It's no longer wedding season. The crypto markets are now the only thing that matters. There is a lot to talk about in this show because the markets are very active. Things keep going up in price, which is great because Bitcoin hasn't reached its next level yet, which will. Talk about in a moment. Brad Garlinghouse will talk about how XRP was the second most popular cryptocurrency in the world before the Ripple vs. SEC case. You will remember this. I believe he's letting us know about what's coming up. XRP $13 at most. Is that now possible? I took care of everything for you. Don't stress over it. Take it easy and let's start a Bitcoin. The value of $90,305 has dropped by 1.57% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is now worth $3,060, which is 1.69% less than it was yesterday. Boom, not name. The USDT is coming in at the same value as the dollar. The USD is now worth 99 cents. We're in a bit of a chop zone as XRP. It looks like we're moving up to about $1.25. It looks like we'll settle for $1.03. We had a little pump last night and are now up 7% at $1.12. What do I want XRP to do now? It's very simple. Keep the dollar. By the end of the year, it will be great if we can keep the dollar. It could go back down to $0.93. Our goal is to go as low as possible. Remember that the best case scenario is for XRP to be worth more than 75 cents by the end of the year. But I told you that I would give you greater goals if they were possible. Now let's look at the price of XRP. If we close the year in that $30 to $70 range, the XRP price goals get raised and we might be able to break through into the $10 range. Take note of the fact that the overall value of all cryptocurrencies is still only around $3 trillion or $57. Folks, the month is almost over. You should get your NFTs right away. That's all there is to luxlinsnf.com. The King in the Jungle card game is about to come out. These NFTs are giving me back some XRP. I have to say that it's beautiful. Hey everyone, Jack the Ripper said Brad Garlick has a very important message he wants you all to hear. Yes, the SEC has been changing the price of XRP. To be honest, people forget. XRP was the second most valuable digital asset after ETH before the SEC got interested in the tech markets. The SEC then stepped in and said, hey, we think ETH is probably fine. ETH went up, but XRP went down after they sued Ripple. We shouldn't have our government work like this. First, the game field is level, and everyone has the same chances. In this case, our government shouldn't be picking winners and losers. We believe that we'll win in the end and that everything will work out. But for now, it's making the community angry. I liked how you described it for the XRP family. That's right. We are no longer an XRP army. We are now part of the XRP family. Prepare. Take a look. XRP is still alive. These alternates aren't even close to being done. The story going around is that the bull run is ending this year. That Bitcoin has already gone off. It had a parabola blow off the top, which is not true at all. This is only the first step, the first push up for these coins. BTC went up for you. It's taking a short break and staying above 88,000. It looked just the way we wanted it to. The altcoins are beginning to rise now. As many of you know, I buy quants. Every Monday, I buy $800 worth of quant. For about 7 months now, I've been telling people about my plan. I think I last changed my worksheet yesterday. After all this time, quad is now more expensive than my normal dollar. I found that my dollar cost average was about $73 when I did the math. In the last 24 hours, it's gone up over 10%, and in the last 7 days, it's gone up 30%. That's it. It's not done. There's no doubt that quat will hit its all-time high. What do you think? I think quat makes about $1,000. What am I going to do now that I'm above my DCA? I'm going to move my money around. Now that it's a new day, it's time to buy some more crypto. For one of them, I want to stack up on this one. Good old Velo is still great. Not by much, but this one costs more than my average dollar amount. It has the perfect chance to rip up and give us a 20, 30, 40, or even 50x. Another one I might buy is this Ando one. It's a little higher than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. The third and final one I'll be looking at is this one. There's a Chainlink right above my dollar cost average. I believe that Chainlink will be one of the biggest winners this cycle. I think that Chainlink is very close to reaching $200. It hasn't really moved yet like many other alts I know, but it's up 26. I know it's still a little red, but I think Chainlink is going to absolutely blast into that $1,200 to $300 territory. Finally, I'm going to look into Psi Network, which is the cherry on top. Psi Network is still sitting at 50 cents. It's over the 90 in a year. In the last 30 days, it hasn't really broken out. This is another interesting symbol. I'm going to make that public in the Patreon group. I'll think about what I want to buy again, but everything on Quant will end. As I already said, that's it once the DCA is met. HBAR board member and used to work for Binance. US CEO Brian Brooks has been named as a possible choice to lead the SEC. Okay, look, we had what we didn't want, which was heads to his two peers. She didn't help us at all. Okay, I don't know Mark or Daniel Geller or the other two. However, if I had to bet, the two best bets here are going to be Brian Brooks and Christopher Giancarlo if these two were to become CC chairman. As soon as possible, they will end all of these pointless crypto cases. That is what they will do first. They are going to jump in right now, I promise you. The case between Ripple and the SEC will be looked at. That thing is going straight out the door. The case against Crypto.com will be looked at. That thing will also be thrown out the door. They will create the markets we need and make sure the rules are clear so that institutional money can join. Crypto doctors, did you notice that we just hit 55,000 people? The VL group is getting bigger. You still don't know it. The level is way too high. It's about to tear. And I think when it rips, we'll go back to that 2 to 2.5 cent range, or maybe even that 3 cent range. That would be 100 times your money if you got into VL. That's not financial advice, but I think that's what we'll get. Uphold got it? I see. Here is a way to join Uphold if you are not already a member. Click on the ad link to go to Uphold and buy something. Okay, we get it. The big boys are slowly but surely accepting blockchain. The shape of the internet search engine that says banks have made with blockchain technology behind the scenes has not been made public yet. We never talk about banks, we talk about a new way to handle money called Ripple and XRP. Plus, that definition is too broad. We need to narrow it down so people can really set goals and grow. But tokenized money market funds have already been used in 2 places. The first company is Franklin Templeton. They made this Benji app that tokenized a money market fund. It's also interesting that the money market fund actually made money within the first month because it was tokenized in such an easy-to-use way. They could double their money because everyone was using it because it's so simple and people want to make more money at the same time. Along with BlackRock, JP Morgan has tokenized a money market fund. Like, that's a great example of adoption and product market fit, but it doesn't make the search engine news because everyone is so focused on hardcore crypto stuff. So call it what you will. The technology below the fold is actually being used by the big boys. Tokenization is going to be very important in the future. We also know what Ripple is doing right now. Ripple is into the game of tokens. This was made by Dr. Fenn. He goes, I think the core is going to last a few days, not weeks or a month. It's